Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we need to talk about 4 stocks set to explode between now and 2028. My name is John, I got options, let's get into it. So there are 4 stocks that I think have anywhere between a 50 to 100+% upside in stock appreciation between now and the end of 2028. So what are these companies? We're talking about Meta, Reddit, Bloom Energy, and Marvell. And I'm going to break down call debit spread option trades that you can play as well as buying the stock to realize even more upside than just 50 or 100% from the stock appreciation. So let's get into it. First up, we got Meta. Meta is expected to generate around $39.83 per share in earnings for 2028. Now, if the market values Meta at just 23 times earnings for 2028, that gives us a stock price of roughly $920 in 2028. Now, from today's price of $610, that's about 50% upside in just the stock alone. But here's where it gets interesting. Instead of just buying the shares outright, you could do a call debit spread between the 910 and the 920. So you buy the 910, you sell the 920, and that creates a call debit spread that expires in December 2028. If Meta reaches above 920 by December 2028, then that option will 4x your money. And honestly, Meta still looks like one of the strongest AI monetization stories out there right now, and the market has yet to appreciate it and realize that. They have Instagram, they have Facebook, they have WhatsApp, they have AI agents, they have ads, and potentially massive AI-driven margin expansion over the next few years. And if they have to, they even have started talks about selling their compute, because right now they're buying all this compute and the market doesn't really like that. And if they can't monetize that compute internally, then they'll just sell it. Just like what Elon Musk did with the Colossus with the Anthropic deal for $5 billion. So next up, we have Reddit. Reddit could be one of the sneakiest AI winners in the market right now because Reddit owns one of the most valuable human-generated data sets on Earth. AI companies need real conversations, opinions, recommendations, and community discussions to train their models. And Reddit has all of that. So by 2028, Reddit is projected to generate around $8.34 in earnings per share. If the market gives Reddit a 40x multiple on that earnings, that would put Reddit stock at around $333 per share. From today's price of $156, that's 113% upside in the stock alone. So the trade idea here is another call debit spread between the 320 and the 330. So you buy the 320, you sell the 330, expiring in June 2028. If Reddit executes over the next few years, that setup could potentially turn into a 6x trade idea. And Reddit is still early in their monetization compared to companies like Meta. They have ad growth, search integration, AI licensing, community commerce. There are multiple growth levers here that Reddit can pull on. So the third stock that we have is Bloom Energy. Bloom Energy might be one of the most misunderstood AI infrastructure plays in the market today. And the stock has gone up a lot, but I'm telling you, there could be a much more upside if you look at their earnings projections. So by 2028, Bloom is projected to generate around $6.87 in earnings per share. At a 60x multiple on Bloom's earnings for 2028, that gives us a price target of $412 by the end of 2028. So from today's price of $264, that's about a 56% upside. So what's the option play here? What you could do is buy the 410 and sell the 420 expiring in June 2028. And that is another 6x trade idea if that thesis plays out. Now finally, we have Marvell. Custom AI chips, networking, optics, high-speed connectivity. As AI clusters scale larger and larger, networking becomes absolutely critical. By 2028, Marvell is projected to generate around $7.49 in earnings. And if you give that a 35 times multiple, That gives us a price target of $262 per share. Now, from today's price of $170, that's a 54% upside in the stock alone. Now, what's the option trade here? You could buy the 240 and you sell the 250 call debit spread, expiring in June 2028, and that gives you a 5x trade if Marvell executes and AI infrastructure spending stays strong. I want you to comment below what your favorite stocks are for 2027 and going into 2028. And make sure to check out feedmetrades.com to track your options trading journey. You can set up an account and you can see every week how much money you're making and losing from selling options. I know it's hard to see that information in your brokerage account when you might have long-term stocks, you might have a bunch of money in SPY, QQQ. So it's hard to see how much money am I making just from my options. And Feed Me Trades is a great website that I created to help myself and to help others track these option trades that they're doing. So if you found this video helpful, make sure you drop that like, make sure you subscribe, and drop a comment below. Tell me your trade ideas. Tell me what you think about these trade ideas. Tell me what other videos you want to make. I do a lot of different option trades. I do a lot of analysis on these tech companies, these AI companies, and projecting their earnings, projecting what valuations they might trade at in the future. So check out the videos, check out the rest of the channel. Stay healthy, stay wealthy, and stay tuned for the next one. Peace.